divine. Nice fluffy cake. Filling in the center, cream cheese. Perfect.
I'm doing some lemon meringue mini cakes. You need to plan ahead for this part because the dehydrated lemon slices and then the meringue kisses you need to make the day before. So I've made those, they're all ready to go. The last thing I need to prep is the cream cheese icing. So butter again is too firm, so into the microwave for like 30 seconds. Okay, that was only 20 seconds. Good, nearly melted, that's what we want. So into the mixer bowl with the icing sugar. So a lot of cream cheese icing recipes say to mix the butter and the cream cheese, but the thing with that is if you put the cream cheese in too early, you're going to destabilize the cream cheese. The proteins in it is just going to make it go really runny. So I like to add it at the very end. And by doing it this way with the butter and icing sugar, it means that you can cream it, get it really, really light, and then add the cream cheese in. So you can beat it for a few minutes here. Because I'm making it in advance, just before I go to use it, I'm going to give it a quick whip again because as it sits, you form little tiny air bubbles. But we can get it to pretty much finished stage and then just a quick re-whip and then we're good to go onto the mini cakes. Whenever I'm using my stand mixer, I have 10 speed settings on this, and so it goes from 1 to 10. I never really ever take it past 8. So I have it on 7 right now. I feel like when you get to 10, the motor is just working harder and it's not actually spinning any faster. So yeah, 7 or 8 is your go-to. That's been beating for like 3 to 4 minutes. Put the cream cheese in. Quickly whip it on a high speed just to combine the cream cheese in. One little scrape down. I'm going to do that again and then just leave it in the mixer bowl until I'm ready to use it. Sweet, that's all done. So we'll leave that there. I like to cut the bag so it's halfway down the nozzle. So it's nice and firm, won't come out the end as you're piping. The mini cakes are ready to come out of the tins once you can touch the tin. It's still kind of warm, but it's definitely not hot anymore, so that was about 15 minutes. Put them all onto your cooling rack. I like to kind of hit them on the rack as I'm placing them down. If you feel any type of resistance, like the cake is touching the tin, just give it another little tap on the cooling rack to release it properly. These are all feeling pretty good though because we did our double spray of oil. I'm going to leave these to cool completely now, so they're probably going to take another 10 or so minutes. These are completely cool to the touch now, so I'm going to get my apple corer, take out all the centers. Make sure you get one that's 2 centimeters in diameter. Sometimes they can be a bit smaller. This is a good size because then you can get lots of filling into the centers of the mini cakes. So straight down into the center, rotate and then pull up. So because they're nice and fresh, they're really soft. So be gentle, give it a little twist and pull up. And then just look through, make sure you have enough cake taken out. So you can always go back in. I've got some lemon curd here. So just fill all the centers, go right to the top. This can settle a little bit into the cake, especially if you're doing something with like caramel sauce. So fill it right to the top and then go back and check to see if you need a refill. More is more, don't be stingy on the fillings. Okay, so now we can go back to our cream cheese icing. Just gonna whip it for like 30 seconds. So that's nice and pipeable. Make your hand into a C shape, put it under the piping bag. So then when you put the icing in, you can scrape it along your hand through the piping bag. So in, and it's great. Just fill up the piping bag. Use the joint in your thumb and your index finger. You're gonna grab the piping bag with it, and then squeeze. Get your fingers right down the side of the piping bag, and then use your left hand as just a guide. So you're not doing any squeezing with your left hand. You want lots of pressure in the piping bag. So right in the center, completely horizontal, and then 2 centimeters away from the top, and then just squeeze, stop, and then just a little flick to finish. Squeeze, stop. If you get too close to the filling, then it can sometimes ooze, so you want to make sure you're 2 centimeters away. We'll cover it up with some lemon curd. And more lemon curd on top. I used to do drizzles for this. I don't know why I've started doing stars. I'm just going to stick with it. Just a bit of fun. I have made dehydrated lemon slices, so you have to do these the day before. So a tiny bit of pre-planning. If you forget, you can use thin, fresh lemon slices, but they do drop a little bit. Just gonna cut each one right through the center. So each one is gonna get a half a dehydrated lemon slice. Straight into the center. You don't want to put it further back because as the cake sits, it will start to rehydrate and may flop back. So whenever you're decorating these mini cakes, you're gonna go right into the center for anything. So white chocolate shards, fruit, keep it in the middle or else it will slide. Have some meringue kisses. So I'm just put 1 on the top of each. And then crush some of the meringue all over. So back and front of the dehydrated lemon slice. So I do this after because if you put anything like this on top first, you'll kind of press down into the icing and get the chunks of meringue. So you wouldn't be able to get the lemon slice in there properly. So I always do the sharp, shard, brownie snap, white chocolate, anything like that first, and then work around it. But make sure you always put something on the back as well, because you don't want to just decorate the front. You want it to be yum and look good all over. And remember, more is more. Get as much as you can on top. Got some cute little violas here. So I'm gonna get one, make sure the stem is right the way off and right on top there. So cute. So the violas last about 2 hours on top of the cake before they start to wilt. That also depends on how hot it is and how humid it is. So I think it's worth it. If they do start to look like they're dying, just replace them. So they look so cute, you have to put them on. Whenever I'm decorating my mini cakes, I like to have 3 elements at least. So always a sauce, lemon curd, white chocolate ganache, milk chocolate ganache, raspberry coulis, anything like that, over top of the icing. And then we go in with something crunchy. So I've got the dehydrated lemon slice, like I said before, a chocolate shard or brandy snap shard, and then something like a main showstopper. So here we've got the meringue kisses, and then I always finish them off with an edible flower. I have to. Oh, more done. That's them all there. Just looks so cute, so fresh and vibrant. I don't know why I don't like these bright yellow ones on top of the mini cakes. I like those nice lemony pastel ones. That's them all finished. So the recipe is on my website. The link to my mini cake tins are also there. I do worldwide shipping. They're just so cute. Like if you want to buy them, buy them. Whatever. No kidding, they're so cute. I like them. I like them so much that I had to get them manufactured. Didn't have to. No, that's wrong. Didn't have to. Did it for you guys.
Nice fluffy cake. Filling in the centre. Cream cheese. Perfect. Should I eat it? Should I put the whole thing in my mouth? Just a little dainty bite. Lemony. Tastes like lemon and cream cheese icing. Crazy. Okay, bye. That's it. Recipe on the website. There's a link to the tins there too.
Bye, Deb.
So long, farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen, bye-bye.